Good day, everyone. My name is Karina May Gimoy from USC Marquette, and I am going to tackle the concept of moral development theory and intergenerational transmission theory. So, what is moral development? It is a development by which people concerning or relating what is right and wrong in human behavior, and also to distinguish what is proper and improper. Moral development also focuses on the change and understanding of morality from infancy through adulthood. Morality develops across a lifetime and influenced by individual experiences when they face moral issues. Lawrence Goldberg, he is an American psychologist and best known for his theory, The Stages of Moral Development. He is also a professor of psychology department at the University of Chicago. Jean Piaget, he is a Swiss psychologist and known for his work, which is the child development. Piaget also places a great importance on the child education. According to Goldberg's theory, there are 3 levels of moral development, and each level is split into 2 stages. The 3 levels are pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. Goldberg proposed that people move through the stages in a fixed order, and that moral understanding is linked to cognitive development. This video is one of the examples of stages of moral development. Question here, if you are one of the people around Tom, will you help Tom? Yes or no? Why or why not? Please watch the video.
There is a fight in the schoolyard. 2 ninth graders are beating up Tom. Those who watch the fight are at different stages of moral development. Let's see what they do and how they justify their behavior. At stage 1, we make moral judgments based on obedience and punishment. Finn's sense of good or bad is directly linked to whether he gets punished or not. Finn sees what is happening to his friend and wants to help, but he doesn't because he is afraid the teacher may punish him if he gets caught fighting. He asks himself, how can I avoid punishment? At stage 2, we are motivated by self-interest. Mary decides to intervene and help Tom. She knows that she might get punished, but she also knows that she could become a victim herself someday. If she helps Tom now, he might help her in the future. She is asking herself, what's in it for me? At stage 3, interpersonal accord and conformity guide our moral judgment. Betty sees the fight and wants to intervene, but when she realizes that all the others are just watching, she decides not to get involved. She wants others to see that she is a good girl who is conforming with the ethics of the community. She asks herself, what do others think of me? At stage 4, we value authority and want to maintain social order. When the teacher sees the group fighting, he immediately steps in and shouts, "Stop! Fighting at school is forbidden." He feels that, above all, it is important to follow the rules, otherwise chaos breaks out. He feels it is his duty to uphold the rules that sustain a functioning society. He asks himself, how can I maintain law and order? At stage 5, we understand rules as a social contract, as opposed to a strict order. Jessie, who watches from afar, is not sure how she feels about this. To her, rules make sense only if they serve the right purpose. Obviously, the school rules prohibit fighting, but maybe Tom deserves to finally learn his lesson. Just yesterday, he punched a young girl from grade 1. She asks herself, does a rule truly serve all members of the community? At stage 6, we are guided by universal ethical principles. All those involved now have to face the headmaster. He first explains the school rules and why they exist. He then clarifies that rules are valid only if they are grounded in justice. The commitment to justice carries with it an obligation to disobey unjust rules. The headmaster's highest moral principle is compassion. He believes that all people should learn to understand each other's viewpoints and that they don't feel alone with their feelings. He asks, what are the abstract ethical principles that serve my understandings of justice?
What stage level response did you give? Stage 1. Obedience and punishment. It talks about avoiding punishment and obeying rules. While stage 2, it talks about self-interest and always considering what is in it for me. As shown in the video, the girl helped Tom because she knows that she may consider as a hero, and she knows also that she could be victim someday, and if she helped Tom, Tom will also help her someday. Stage 3. Good interpersonal relationship. In this stage, the individual always thinks, what do others think of me? And the individual is good in order to be seen as being a good person by others. Stage 4. Individuals become aware of the wider rules of society. So, they will avoid doing things that is against the law. Stage 5. The individual becomes aware that while the rules or laws might exist for the good of the greatest number of people, there are times that when they will work against the interests of particular individuals. Stage 6. People at this stage develop their own set of moral guidelines from their culture, religion, etc., which may or may not develop. My next topic is intergenerational transmission theory. So, what is intergenerational transmission theory? It is the passing of beliefs, norms, traits, culture, anything that can pass from one generation to another generation is considered as intergenerational transmission theory. For example, related in criminology, if your mother, brother, sister are criminals, there are big possibilities that you will also become a criminal. Because criminals are around you, and family is the center of this stage, because I believe that every behavior attitudes of every individual starts on your home. Again, I am Shalina Meiji Moika from BSc 1-10, and I believe in saying, no matter how hard the online class, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. Thank you.